Hi everybody, it's Mike at Mike's Music Channel coming to you from the beautiful mountains of western North Carolina. And today we have something a little different. We have an interview with Michael Jordan. Now, the story on this is that back in the day, my son Chris was in an English class and needed to have a presentation where he did an interview with a famous person. So he chose Michael Jordan. Now, unfortunately, Michael Jordan couldn't make it at that time, so I had to fill in for him. So I hope you enjoy the video. Hope it makes you laugh a little. If you did, like the content and would like to see more, be sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel, maybe leave a comment if you'd like to see more interviews with famous or semi-famous people. So thanks, and always remember, peace.
Today, folks, we have a special treat for you. We have the Michael Jordan, airtime himself. Michael, tell me something about yourself. Like, how many years have you been in the NBA?
Well, Chris, it's been 6, not including this one.
6 years.
6 years, not including this one, yeah.
And you left your junior year of college?
Yeah, I was at Chapel Hill and played my first freshman, sophomore, junior years, but decided it would be the best for my future to go ahead and leave junior year, so I did. Yeah.
That's good. That's real good. Do you have a wife, a family?
Yeah, I certainly do. I got a wife and 2 kids.
2 kids.
2 kids and a cat.
What was your grade? What was
Yeah, what are you laughing about, Chris?
I just laughed about your cat.
Oh.
What was your greatest moment when you played at the University of North Carolina?
Greatest moment? Gosh, it must have been my freshman year when I hit a 15-foot jump shot against Georgetown to win the championship.
The old shot heard around the world.
Yeah.
What was your greatest sports moment ever? I mean, we know the one about the at UNC. Now, what's your greatest moment ever?
Greatest moment ever. That's a hard one, but probably winning the NBA title is definitely the greatest sports moment I've ever had.
Is that right? Do you plan to retire from basketball anytime soon? I mean, I heard you have.
Well, it's a rumor going around, Chris, and the answer to that is yes. I've accomplished about all the goals I want to, and I don't want to be a washed-up old man when I retire. So yes, I do plan to retire soon.
I can see that. How do you feel about your teammates in the Bulls organization? I mean, I've heard some nasty rumors going around saying that you don't get along with your teammates. Now, how do you feel about that?
Well, it hurts me, but that's not true. It's absolutely not true. Although I question their seriousness and work habits at times, I think they're a great bunch of guys.
That's great. That is just great. Have you ever been frustrated with your teammates? I mean, have you ever become frustrated enough to hit them or anything like that?
Well, yes, I have become very frustrated with the team, especially during the middle part of the season, but some of those guys are pretty big. I don't think I'd be hitting none of them.
You've been under 2 great coaches.
Yes.
Dean Smith and Phil Jackson, 2 of the greatest in their time.
Yes.
Now, you've seen both their strategies and how they worked. You've put them both into national championships.
Yes.
Which one do you think is the best coach?
Oh, put me on the spot, Chris. Put me on the spot. Well, they're both coaching on 2 different levels of play, for one thing. But if I had to pick one, I'd definitely pick Dean Smith.
Dean Smith, the old Dean. He's been around for a while. Great coach. Mike, I've heard some rumors. I've read rumors, I've heard rumors. Are you a gambling man?
Chris, whoa. Well, I'd like to say I'm not, but the answer is yes. But I mean, why not if you have the money and you love to compete? That's what gambling is, competition.
That's great. So you gamble on basketball
I have gambled on basketball, yes.
and golf.
And golf, yes.
That's good. Mike, I've heard things saying that basketball's not your favorite sport. And would you like to give me your opinion on that?
Well, when I was growing up, basketball was my favorite sport, but I have to admit now it's golf. I love golf. It allows me to relax, and someday I hope to join the PGA Tour.
I hope that comes true, and I'm sure it will with your talent and determination.
Thanks, Chris.
Michael, you're a nice guy.
Thanks.
I mean, we've talked plenty of times. You have a great sense of humor. You're a nice guy. You get along well with people. Why aren't you in the public eye very often? I mean, you're in the public eye every day, but why don't you go out into the public? Like, no one sees you out at the restaurants and everything like they do a lot of the other stars.
That's true, but I can't go out in public without people practically mobbing me for my autograph. You know, Chris, sometimes I wish I never lived this lifestyle.
Okay. I don't see how you could ever wish that. What's the hardest team that you have to play against?
Indiana. No doubt about it, Indiana. For some reason, I always feel jinxed against them.
Jinx against them. That's where you have your career low scoring total for a game. 6 points against Indiana. Can you imagine Michael Jordan scoring 6 points? Who is your favorite player to watch on television? I mean, I'm sure you live a very busy life and don't watch a lot of television, but who's your favorite player?
Gosh, that's a tough one, Chris, especially considering I don't watch a lot of TV. But I really like to watch pro golf. And I guess out of all the pro golfers, my favorite would be the Bear, Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus. He's a good golfer. What's your favorite basketball player?
Favorite basketball player? You know, when I was growing up, I used to like to watch the old Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell matches. And I'd say my favorite basketball player of all time is Wilt the Stilt.
Do you ever watch yourself?
Yeah, I have to, you know, sometimes I do.
Yeah, I watch you a lot too, and I'm pretty amazed.
Thanks.
Mike, before we leave, could you give some advice to my English class back home in Hendersonville, North Carolina, Rugby Junior High School?
Yeah, I'd love to. You know, we've been kind of joking during this interview, but in all seriousness, I'd like to say that you guys need to listen to your wonderful teacher and follow her every single word.
Every single. Well, she is a great teacher, and I hope to see you later, Mike. Next week, we'll be interviewing Michael Jackson, another Michael, who is in the public eye every day. Thank you, folks, and see you next week on The Chris Carson Show.